So we found this little girl. She had gotten soaked. We've had a lot of rain lately. She just, I guess, hung out in the wet part of their coop for too long, and we found her pretty lethargic, so we brought her in, drying her up, warming her up. Hopefully she'll be fine. Stress can be pretty hard on your bird, so we're actually going to just wrap her up and keep her kind of in a darker place so she's not scared and on a heating pad, low heat. So yeah, farm life, always something. Today we're working on a cage setup for our quail. It's been raining a lot here, unusually so, and they're kind of getting flooded out with their on-the-ground tractors, so we're going to move them up, stick around, see how this comes out. With is some old rabbit cages here. We've got them on some old wire shelving. This is actually an old frame for a hammock that we had. If my theory is correct, it'll make a good roof for the tarp that we're going to put over it. And then we got some old rabbit tray bottoms down below for the droppings to go into, hopefully make it a little easier to clean. So we'll see if this works. So this is where we're at right now. We've got the tarp on the roof. Not 100% happy with it, but it should do the job. I gave it a little bit of an arch, so hopefully the water runs off of it instead of pooling. And got it zip tied down. We actually used some of these great big zip ties as well to kind of help keep everything in place. So it's getting there.
Today we're going to be making a quail feeder out of this plastic bin. We're going to drill a couple holes in the sides, a hole in the lid, and it'll prevent a lot of the waste that goes along with feeding quail. If you're unfamiliar, they just like to make a big mess with their food, and we want to prevent that. So stick around and see how this comes together. We're going to take a 4-inch hole saw and make a hole in the lid first. Alright, just a scrap piece of wood. As you can see, I've used this like this before. Gonna do my best to kind of line it up. Alright, didn't go all the way through it first. You saw I kind of had to rock the saw a little, drill back and forth a little bit to get through it. Just be careful, these teeth here can be quite sharp. I went slow because I did not want to risk cracking the bin. So for now, that's the basic idea. The quail will be able to get in here and get their feed, but I'll prevent them from being able to make a mess with their food. Having this hole in the lid will allow us to fill the container without having to take the lid off. The last thing I'm going to do is add a couple of holes to the lid where we can use zip ties to secure some hardwire cloth. Alright, so there's been a little bit of sanding for these edges. That's pretty much a wrap for this part of the project. Once we get the hardwire cloth piece cut down and attached, we will show you how the final product looks.
So here's kind of the finished project for today. We've got some sticks and some little houses and a little hollow out log, a water bowl. Be adding some dust baths and some of our feeders, and then the quail. Group 1 is in their cage checking things out. They've so far found their hollow log, and one has checked out the little house in the back and the logs. They seem to be pretty happy. Much happier than being in their brooder. So like I said, I still gotta add the dust bath. That'll go in tomorrow. So batch number 2 are in. These ones are a little older. These ones are already laying. Now they might stop laying since we've moved them, and quail really don't like to be moved, but we're hoping this is the last time we have to move them. So these ones are a little more used to being handled, so we'll see.
Well, as you can see, we're outside. We just had another flash rainstorm and everything fared pretty well. So we're pretty happy with it. You did a good job.
I was actually pretty impressed with how well the roof held up. We had some pretty torrential downpour and some hail, which again, it's just been a crazy wet spring, abnormally so for us, and we really wanted to get these guys up off the ground. And they all seem to be doing well. They've been laying as normal and seem to be pretty happy with their setup. So
yeah, it's more convenient having them up off the ground too. It's easier to get in there and feed and water and collect the eggs. So
we do still give them fresh grass every day to eat, which they seem to enjoy that as well. And I think they enjoy being up off the ground and having a lot more little cubbies and places to hide into.
Yeah. So it was a good idea to move them.
So, thanks for watching. If you enjoy content like this, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget the notification bell so you're notified when we post new updates.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.